Hello our dear ones. We are members of the Arcturian Council. We come with love, and it is always an honor and a privilege for us to bring you wisdom. What we wish to share with you today is some insight, perhaps a deeper and broader understanding, into the impact of the solar flares that you have recently experienced. The universal pathway of energy. We will first start by explaining that your sun is interconnected through energy and consciousness to the galactic central sun, which in turn is connected to a central source of light and energy in your known universe. These energies follow pathways, and these energies traverse your central sun into the galactic sun, and those energies are propagated and sent forth into your sun. As these energies move into your sun, they are filtered in a way that as these energy flares, or these solar flares, move into the human collective and reach Gaia, they have the exact impact and effect upon humanity and Gaia as was ordained by this central intelligence, this source light. The solar flares purposely followed the eclipse. All celestial events, our dear ones, whether you completely understand them or not, follow a universal law. They each exact an impact, an influence, that exerts exactly the needed insight, energy, and understanding for you, for your paths, for your soul's expansion, and for your spiritual evolution. As has been mentioned to you in the past, the solar eclipse that had unfolded in April was meant to reorient and realign humanity and the collective towards their path of highest and greatest good. What had resulted from this was a rather intense release of energies, both at the individual and at the collective levels. These energies are sometimes immediately transmuted, but as is true with all energies, sometimes there is a residual that remains, sometimes they linger. As such, it was the purpose of the solar flare to scrub, to complete, the clearing and cleansing of any and all energies that remained following the solar eclipse. Many of you, particularly those of you who are very open energetically and spiritually, have no doubt felt the emotional and energetic impacts of the eclipse. Many of you continued to feel those impacts until recently. As such, the solar flares, as is true for all flares however intense and visible they may be to humanity, all serve a purpose. They bring through the required level of filtered energies, energies that serve to clear and transmute anything that is ready to leave the human collective. Flares prompt massive energetic transmutations. And we wish for you to understand that it is not all yours. Often what you feel and experience in your hearts is a combination of your energies that is sometimes amplified by the collective energies, whether those energies are still being held by the collective or whether they are simply moving their way out. Remember that these flares are here to help you release what no longer serves you. And through those releases, you in many ways open and expand your energetic fields to resonate with a higher frequency. As these flares unfold in waves, they catalyze and accelerate the release, and in turn, an expansion. Many of you have experienced an expansion in your energetic field, which at times may be categorized by a temporary retraction. These retractions in many ways are simply a preparation for the next release, and in turn and of greater importance, the next expansion. With every release, you hold greater potential to raise your frequency, to raise your vibration, and in so doing, you then open yourself up to and invite higher energies. What now? We will say that there are subtler energies that will move in. As we have mentioned, they are ordained and they are planned by Source Love and Intelligence to work with you and for you as is needed for your growth. All growth comes with healing. All healing needs a level of surrender and release. And once you let go, you actually open yourself up to embracing and anchoring far more light. It is this light that brings clarity that reorients you to your path of greatest good. You each have a path and your path is about living your soul's purpose from a place of joy, authenticity, and love. Hold this intention and trust that the energies will move in and flow through you as they are meant to. We are here and we bring love. The Arcturian Council. Channel, 𝐏𝐬𝐬. Dear ones, we want you to clearly understand the current events unfolding on Earth amidst widespread disinformation. You may be unaware of the impending changes. Solar activity is intensifying, leading to more frequent and powerful solar flares. These flares, large explosions on the sun's surface, release intense bursts of electromagnetic energy, causing geomagnetic storms that are currently altering Earth's energy grid. Initially impacting the planet's atmosphere, these changes subtly yet significantly alter the planetary grid. Every 11 years, the Sun experiences a dramatic transformation as its magnetic poles reverse. During these peak periods, the solar system witnesses an extraordinary display of solar fireworks. A solar magnetic reversal is a significant event because the light received during this time transforms human consciousness and reopens channels for new forms of communication. Interestingly, despite predictions of communication disruptions, this period has instead activated ancient portals, enhancing your ability to establish telepathic connections with beings like us. This phase also marks the end of the Earth's cycle and the beginning of a new era. It is a time for introspection and making significant life changes to adapt to the new vibrations. Continuing as before will be impossible. You must reduce your density by curbing your desires, which are dense thought forms that weigh down your system. It is now crucial to adopt a lighter diet, increase water intake, engage in more meditation, and recognize that energy is omnipresent and nourishing. Understand that old beliefs do not align with the new paradigm. You are not here merely to survive, you are here to create. Let go of perceived obligations and embrace activities that bring you genuine joy. Adjust your vibration through affirmations, yoga, breathwork, dancing, and music. This period is also for acknowledging and accepting intense emotions as part of your transformation, rather than rejecting them and allowing them to linger in your system. New opportunities are emerging. Dear one, are you ready to step forward? We cherish our connection with you and remain ever present. Link for one-on-one channeling session. Channel, 𝐂𝐽𝐬. The physical world that we live in is a play in consciousness with one another and with all of the entities that constitute our world. It is all imaginary on the quantum level. Our experiences originate in our conscious awareness as a result of our paying attention to the energetic patterns that we imagine are real. Our realizations create our reality. Because we all participate in human consciousness, we construct similar realities with one another. To create the experience of peace throughout the world, we can intentionally imagine how humanity would be with peace and harmony everywhere. Our attention and alignment imbue this vision with our life force, creating its manifestation. As many of us create this vision, it gains telepathic power and recognition within human consciousness, first to those who hold the same vision and then to those who are sensitive to it and can align with its energetic patterns. Although we are given a script to follow in the trance of the human play, we can change it by changing our realization and what we pay attention to. How we think and feel about ourselves, in light of what is true for us, can allow us to realize a new world or block it from our awareness. It depends on whether we are willing to be objectively involved as an observer from beyond without an agenda. We can participate in every experience in whatever state of being we choose. By always looking for the light in every experience, we become aware that what makes us feel best is what enhances all life. This is a game in consciousness that we are playing, and we can learn to control our imagination and attention from an objective perspective, while fully participating and realizing that we can create and transform our roles in the game. We are the creators and transformers. We don't have to depend on any specific person or event to experience what we want to create. We just have to use our imagination to feel ourselves living in our most deeply desired vision. After that, we must do what we're called on to contribute, and the energies that manifest our desires will be attracted to us and manifest as our experiences, provided we have clarity and confidence and love for our creation. We need only to know our vision and receive our creation with gratitude. By Kenneth Schmidt.